Hi everybody, Jeremy here from Video Tutor Studio, and today I'm going to share with you a free title from a social media layout pack. So let's check it out. Alright, so you can download this title by clicking the link in the description below. You will get the zip file, just double click on the zip file and you will get access to this folder. In the folder you have a couple of things. You have the license, instructions, you have the fonts. Make sure you install the font before installing the DRFX file, so select all the fonts and just double click on it to start the installation process. And then you can just double click on the DRFX file to install on Davinci Resolve. Then just click install right here, and now it should be installed in Davinci Resolve. Just go over to Effects, Titles, and here you can search for sample and you will get access to all the sample that you may already have from us, and to this one, the social media layout sample. So just drag it directly in your timeline and now you can start using it. So you can extend it as long as you want. And now if we take a look at the inspector here, there is a bunch of parameters that you can modify. The first thing is we're gonna bring here a profile picture, and then we're gonna bring in a banner. So first let's do the profile picture. Let's click on this drop down right here. Then we're gonna just browse, and here I'm gonna import whatever picture, open. And as you can see, it doesn't show up right away. It's because the picture might be out of the mask. It all depends on the format of the picture and so on. So here what I do is just I max out the image size so I know kind of where it is, and then I bring it back into frame slowly there. Perfect. Now let's just bring the size down considerably and let's bring it in frame properly one final time. Here we go, and now we have the profile picture. Now for the banner picture, we're just gonna close the profile image. I'm gonna open channel art and I'm gonna do the exact same process. Here we're gonna browse and I'm just gonna import one of our YouTube thumbnail. Here we're lucky, it's just popping up right away in the mask. So we just have to adjust the size and then adjust the position, and we're good like that. Maybe the size a bit smaller and center like so. Now everything worked properly when we loaded the profile picture and the banner, but if you run into some issue, I'm gonna try to troubleshoot with you at the end of this video, because depending on the size and the format, you might run into some problems. So I'm gonna try to debunk that with you. But right now for this title, there is still a couple of things that you can adjust here. You can change the channel name, you can change the font, the colors, the size tracking, and so on. And you can also adjust here the count of subscriber, the color, font, and so on again. Now there is another thing that we add to all our title is here a background. So if we were to bring a clip behind this title, so here let's just bring this one. And as you can see, we are lacking contrast, for example, here with the waterfall. So we're gonna just bring an opacity layer that's just gonna tune down the colors of our footage and help us create some separation between the footage and the title. And we can adjust the size, we can adjust the position here if we want to only have, for example, a box around it. We could do that. We could adjust the corner radius of that box, so it's just doing a frame around the title and leave the edges unaffected, for example. There is a lot of things that you can do with it. We could also play with the soft edge and just having basically a shadow and not something with solid edges to help us again making this title pop without affecting too much the image. And this background is on all our titles. Now you can also choose from different animation out. You have zoom in, zoom out, rise up, sync down, pan left, and pan right. So you can just select any of those animations, so then you'll be sure to have something that will fit the flow of your video. Now, if you want to do more modification, you can go directly in Fusion and you can make any modification you'd like here by just double clicking on the group node, and then you can just add or remove anything that you want within this composition. All right, so now let's go back to the edit page and I'm gonna show you how to use other title from the social media layout pack if you decide to purchase it on our website. And in this video, I'm also gonna troubleshoot in case you had some problem with the loaders, because you might have run into some issues if you have a specific format or like a different size. Sometimes Davinci don't know necessarily how to take it in and it might crash, or you might need to go to Fusion to fix it. So first off, let's just bring another one right here in the timeline. So they all work pretty similarly. You're gonna find a similar section in the inspector right here. You're gonna have the size and position where you can just basically adjust the overall size of the composition. You can adjust the position of that composition, and then here you can can change the overall design color. So here the check marks, the Twitter phone, etc. Then you can adjust here the profile picture. So we're gonna just bring something in. I'm just gonna add the same picture as earlier. So let's just bring that in. And now I'm just gonna raise the size. As you can see, it doesn't appear right away. And we're gonna just break that in step by step. Up, make it smaller once more. And here, positioning once more. And that's pretty much it. Now we got the name. We can change the name, a font, etc. We have the username that you can change. You can add an image once again. So here you can browse for once more one of our thumbnail, for example. And here, typical, right now the software crashed and I have no understanding of why it's the case. I'm just gonna relaunch Davinci right now, but I've been having some issue with any loader on my own version. My other editor didn't have any issue with it, so I'm not sure if you run into those issues. Right now we're gonna try to do the exact same process again. So I've brought again the exact same composition. I'm loading the first image and then I'm gonna try to load the second image, and hopefully it doesn't crunch once more. So let's just bring that in, and here it's working perfectly. So, you know, I'm not exactly sure why those issue occurs. Again, this problem seems to occur only on my computer. It didn't happen on my editor computer or other people that work with me. So for this, I don't really have a workaround. In the case that it's happening, just try to relaunch Davinci and see if it works once more. I don't know where the issue came from, if someone have an idea what might cause this, but I think it's just an issue from Davinci's end, and hopefully gonna be fixed in a future update. So let's go back to effect. Let's bring in another one here to try out. You might run into another kind of problem sometime. It might not recognize some file for some reason. So here, let's just bring another image. We're gonna try this image right here, or logos. For some reason right here, it doesn't show up in the edit page. So here, if that's the case and there is nothing showing up, there is an issue with the format of your file. So basically what I will suggest you to do, and what seems to work for me, is I'm going to Fusion, and then I'm just gonna bring a file that worked before. So for example, this one I know works without issue. So this one, we've been able to bring it in. So I'm just gonna bring this one, and then I'm gonna browse, and again I'm gonna add the one that I had issue with. And here Davinci gonna open a pop-up telling me if I want to trim and convert the file. So it seems to be an issue of frame. I don't know, like with export, the size of the file, the format of the file. So here, if I just hit yes, now I can import it without any issue. So you might not have those problem in your Davinci, just online. I don't know. Sometimes it's happen. It's funny. It's happened like, you know, 70% of the time everything works properly, and 30% of the time I can run into those kind of issue. I'm not sure yet what it is. So please, if you have any idea, please share it with me in the comments. So 8 of the titles, title 1, title 2, title 3, title 4, and then title 7, 8, 9, and 10 have been built to be used with either images or text through a loader. But for the social media 5 and the 6, we built them so you can add a video instead. Unfortunately, there is no way to add video from the edit page because the loader only accepts images and not video. So you will have to go to the Fusion page to add that. So let me show you how to do it. So I'm gonna bring one in the timeline. I'm just gonna select it, and here we're just gonna click over. You can still change, you know, all the cosmetic, the text, the colors, etc. if you need to, but to load the actual video itself, you need to go over to Fusion. Here you just need to open the title, and here you're just gonna put your video right there. So you can just take it, drag it here in the workspace, and then you can just link the output to size and position. It's just gonna bring that video in. But as you can see right here, this video is too big. So then you can just go back to the edit page and adjust the size and position from there. So then here, let's bring the size down. And then we're gonna bring the position down, and you can still make all those adjustments right here. You just need to go and add the video from the Fusion page. That's why we've added a little note. Go to Fusion page to add your media. So you can just click right here, open the group, drag and drop your video right in the workspace, and then you can just link that output to size and position, and then feel free to go back to the edit page and everything will work properly. And now you'll have your video in the edit page, and you can just still modify everything here in the edit page. And it's the exact same thing here for social media layout 5. So that's the tool where you can add video instead of images. You can still add images if you want through the exact same process. Just here, instead of media, you will have no loader. You have to go here to Fusion and do the exact same process. Here you can bring your media in. Again, it doesn't have to be a video, it can be an image, and then you link it to the size and position, and then you can just resize it within your mask. And that's pretty much it. I hope this video was helpful. Please let me know in the comments below your feedback on the sample, if it works properly for you, if you run into some issues, if you have an idea what could cause the problem that I've mentioned. We're doing our best to do the best pack as possible, and working around the limitation that Davinci may have. Hopefully they're getting better at every update, so the thing might get better over time. But anyway, thank you very much for watching and have a nice day.
Speed up your workflow and create better videos using the pack available on our website, including titles, transition and templates, but only for Davinci Resolve. Get started today by downloading our free starter pack containing a compilation of 20 titles curated from our library. Link in the description below or at videodjstudio.com.